Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already heard the very unfortunate news for everyone that isn't a Hybrids main, they have announced the new Ultra for Dragon Ball Legends, and it is, as you will see here in a very moment, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Youth Gohan. Yes, the man who went and beat Cell. Here he is, as you can see in their reveal trailer for the Gohan. Oh, boy. And the best part about this is, not even that it's Gohan, just like almost every premium Gohan that comes out, he is broken. I'll be talking about his kit in a second because they posted all the information about him. We will be getting him during the weekly reset, so the Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, depending on, where you are in the world, what time zone you're in. But the normal weekly reset that we always get characters on is when we will be getting this beautiful monstrosity of a character. Real quick, I also wanted to say, I did say like a month ago almost, beginning of February, that we were going to be getting Ultra Gohan and to prepare yourself. So I'm just saying. And we have this here. Just nullifies blast armor with his blasts, for sure. You want to charge forward with an attack? Oh, well, guess what? You can't, because he counters that. And, oh, what's this? Oh, blue card? Oh, he counters that as well. Because, of course, why would he not just counter everything you do? He's Gohan. He's Dragon Ball Legends' favorite character. He's Gohan. So, Ultra Gohan is here. That's just about the end of his video there. Does look pretty cool, though, not gonna lie. It also has been a while since we got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so that is a positive. I'm glad we got a new one. Just unfortunate how crazy he is. We'll start out with what element he is. He's a green unit, and green is good against blue. Well, blue is good against red, right? But who's a red Hybrid Saiyan unit that could use a nice green shield? Oh, that's right, Beast Gohan. Arguably the best unit in the game right now, so I'm so glad that Beast Gohan has gotten a buddy that pairs up perfectly with him. This is fantastic. I love Dragon Ball Legends. And then, of course, Sun Family, Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Cell Saga. Just to give you a quick idea here before I read exactly what he does, you're probably going to see him with these units. The blank spot there, just imagine LF, Tag, Goku, and Bardock. I don't have them, so I can't put them in there. But just imagine them there. You're going to be seeing him with a lot of Sun Fam or Hybrid Saiyan units. And, of course, UI Goku. Red Beast Gohan is going to be there. You'll probably see the trio of Pan, Red Beast, and then the new Ultra Gohan together, as Pan, of course, is going to buff them, make them hit like freight trains, and you're going to hate your life. But you also see Goku and Bardock LF tag unit paired with him. They have a nice AoE green card, so they can catch you after sitting in the back, and then Gohan can go to work. UI, of course, has his own thing. These two are Zenkai buffers. They buff green hybrids, so I'm sure we'll probably get a new unit. Maybe they'll Zenkai buff IT Goku, and he'll buff green Sun Fam. Normally, they like to give new units some sort of Zenkai buff to help them out. As for the rest of his kit, I'm going to try and make this as easy as possible. I'm not going to sit here and read every single detail. Just kind of give you the big thing, the big news. If you want, you can pause the video to read each individual thing, but that gets kind of repetitive in my feeling and isn't great for a video. So basically, on his main, he draws the ult, he'll heal, gain ki, he'll restore his own unique gauge, which his unique gauge is how he counters, by the way. So it's basically like Gogeta Blue, except his is not based off of him getting hit necessarily, like Gogeta Blue's is, where Gogeta Blue, you just have to hit him. Gohan's works, you'll see. And he'll restore his unique gauge by 50%, and then he'll also seal Rising Rush and main abilities. His whole main is pretty annoying, so that's why I read that. Of course, his Z ability, he will buff Hybrid Saiyan with his special move damage, and then Hybrid and Sun Fam. Both defenses, though, interestingly enough, Strike and Blast defense. And people have been wanting some max HP buff for Sun Fam, but Gohan is not that guy. Has the standard Ultra ability all the Ultras have. It's for Hybrid Saiyans. And then his Blast card, which gives plus 15% to damage inflicted, just like the Strike. But here's the cool thing. You know how I mentioned in the video, the trailer, that he has the ability to break opponents' blast armor? Well, it's not really Gohan specifically. He holds a Blast Arts card that anyone in your team can draw when you're drawing cards. So as long as he's on the team, anyone on your team can draw the special Blast Arts card that will nullify your enemy's blast armor. So anyone on your team can do it as long as Gohan's in the battle with your team. And but that also means not every single blast card he does is going to do that. Only the ones that have the special symbol on it, you will see when we get it in game. With Gohan's blue card here, basically just like a standard blue card, he gets various damage buffs and whatnot. It's Kamehameha. The special part is the counter will activate when the enemy arts attacks while you're in the fighting pose. So basically, as long as you're not doing an attack yourself or something, they use an attack, you will then counter with your blue card here. You'll randomly draw a new card. When the counter activates, restore key and cancel, stuff. And they're going to hate their life because they got blue card because they wanted to attack you. It gets even better. As you can see here, he has a wide range special arts that will inflict substitution counts on hit. And that's great because it's an AoE green card then. Fantastic. He needed that for sure. For sure, he needed that. So you can combo it with a Strike a Blast, a special move, and ultimate. Of course, it also draws cards, gives key, all the good stuff that green cards normally do. But it's an AoE that you can combo, so I'm loving life. Now his ultimate. His ultimate, basically, for the most part, is a normal, kind of ultimate. Gives the damage inflicted, whatnot. Nullifies endurance. Most ultimates these days nullify endurance. But if he's last man standing, so your other two units have died, that means he also nullifies own unfavorable element factors. So even if you're fighting a purple unit, Gohan does not care. Just kind of like the old LF Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He just doesn't care as last man. And so he'll get that nullify unfavorable element counts or factors for 5 timer counts. And then also, when you hit the enemy with the ultimate, you will apply, destroy all of their cards and reduce all their key by 100. So they just can't do anything after you've ulted them. So you can try and then attack them again because they have no key and no cards. And also, it nullifies blast darts when charging forward, different than just going through the blast darts. So even if you're fighting a opposing Ultimate Gohan, and say they use a blast card that normally would break your blast armor, well, this nullifies it just like Ultra Kaioken does, where it's basically like the blast darts doesn't exist, doesn't matter. So you'll still get to ult him, and even if they use it, and you were like, oh no, he's gonna break my blast armor, he's not, because it just gets rid of the blast darts effect. With his unique ability 1, he's got all the good stuff, the damage inflicted, the card draw speed. When you swap this character into the battlefield, they'll draw a new card if you have 3 or fewer. Very nice if you want to continue combos and all that stuff. If he subs into battle and you have 2 defeated battle members, he gets another ultimate! He has 2 ultimates. Yes, he has 1 on main, and then if he is the last man standing when he comes into the battlefield, he will draw another ultimate. It will delete one of your own cards, but then it will draw the ultimate, so you get that second ultimate. He'll also get more to damage inflicted. He'll get an increase to his arts card draw speed. He'll restore his unique gauge to 100%, and then he'll also nullify endurance on any attack at that point. Not just the ultimate, but any attack when he's last man standing. So if you have an endurance unit, he's gonna just get rid of that. It doesn't work, of course, for the LF Goku and Bardock. Theirs is not endurance. Theirs is indestructible, which is different. So it doesn't nullify that, but it does it does nullify endurance. Also, when he subs in, every time he uses a Striker Blast Darts, he will restore his unique gauge by 20 whole %, and then he will activate, nullify special actions, so he'll nullify cover change and also nullify the ability to destroy his cards for 5 counts. Only activates a single time, both of those things. When you swap him out and swap him back in, it'll work again the first time you use a Striker Blast, but that's how you basically get his nullify cover change ability. And then this one's also pretty fun. So depending on how many teammates you have that are dead, if you have 1 teammate that's dead, when you perform a vanishing step with Gohan, so when you vanish an attack, you will then nullify unfavorable element factors for damage sustained. So if you're getting attacked by a purple unit, oh, well, guess what? It doesn't matter because he's nullified that. And then if you have 2 defeated battle members, so it's just Gohan left, you vanish, he'll restore his vanish gauge by 70%. I will say this isn't that great of ability. Red Kefla had this ability where you gain back 70%. 70% is not super fantastic. It does help you get to that vanish quicker, but it doesn't, like, if they just attack right away and you have no real way to stop it right after you vanished again, you're just going to get caught anyway, so it's not super amazing, but it is better than nothing, I suppose. Moving on to unique ability 2 here, he does have endurance himself, so he'll play 40% when it reaches 0, because great. Then, although endurance isn't that great anymore, the endurance is definitely lower down on super scary, because everyone has some way of destroying it. But he also has a cover change against strike arts, which you can combo with a blue card, so you can they strike attack you, you swap in Gohan, throw him away, blue card, wha-bam, big damage, big fun. Now we talk about his gauge, which is the main part of his unique 2 here, and the most interesting, exciting part about Gohan that makes him super good. So, when they're in one of the following states, if their own unique gauge is at 30% or more, you will consume the entire unique gauge to counter the enemy's strike arts and move and most forward charging and other special move and special arts cards. So if it's not like a ultimate, say they're using a blue card where they fly at you and hit you and do something, all that good stuff, like Gogeta Blue, for example. His blue card, you fly at them, Gohan will counter it. Not if it's the ultimate, though. Just want to make that clear. Basically, again, works just the same as Ultra Gogeta Blue. If he's sliding, moving, or standing still, sidestepping to the right or left, or receiving an attack. do not attack yourself, because it won't activate the gauge then. But if you're just kind of sitting there, which we love passive play, then Gohan will, of course, use his gauge here to counter. It activates 3 times. Keep that in mind. It's not like some infinite, unstoppable, you know, he's going to do it forever and ever till the end of time. He gets this 3 times. Also excludes cover change, so don't think you can just cover change in and then have him activate his gauge. He does have a strike cover change, so if they are using a strike card, well, it'll work anyway because you'll cover change them. It's not the, you know, unique gauge, but it's still, you stop their combo. His unique gauge entirely will disappear after you activate the counter 3 times. This character's unique gauge decreases while they're on the battlefield and increases while they're on standby. Just like UI Sign, all of his gauges decrease while he's out there for his auto dodge. Then when you put him on the bench and summon back in later, his gauge has restored. Also, as I mentioned, there are numerous other ways to fill Gohan's gauge. So it's not super hard to get it, especially because there are many ways to, you know, fill up his gauge. And you can combo the gauge with a blue or an ultimate, so just like Vegeta Blue. And then when the counter activates, you'll gain key, cancel, you know, attribute downgrades of normal conditions, shorten ally subcount by 5. That's actually really big. And also, it'll destroy all of your enemy's cards. So even if you don't have a blue or an ultimate on your hand, then it doesn't really matter because they can't do anything anyway. They have no cards. And then also, every time when hit with an enemy's arts while this character's on the battlefield, you'll restore your own health by 10%. It activates 2 times. And then you'll reduce enemy key by 30. This activates 2 times, and this will reset when 2 allied characters are defeated. So technically, you can get it 4 times, but only if Gohan becomes last man standing after you use the first 2. And that is Ultra Gohan. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments down below. This is a must summon unit. There is not going to be someone better than this until probably the anniversary, which will probably be that anniversary's Ultra unit, which may be Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta, or, you know, Zamasu, or maybe both, because they've kind of done the anniversaries just the same. I mentioned this before. Won't get into it now. Must summon unit. Summon for Gohan. You should summon for Gohan.